Hey guys, and welcome back to Battlefront Updates and some more Star Wars gaming talk. As always, there's rumors floating around the web about various upcoming games, and of course that also revolves around Star Wars. So I thought we'd break down the latest details and see if there's actually anything we need to take into consideration, or is it just rumors? Well, the short answer is that yes, as always, it is mostly just rumors out of no credible sources, but there is, however, something quite interesting in regards to one of DICE's official job listings that I wanted to bring up. This could very well be a mistake, something that has happened before, such as with Motive Studios, but it could also be an oversight that could potentially reveal that DICE are indeed working on another game other than Battlefield 2042. So I'm going to give you all details on that and what I realistically think is going down over at DICE. First of all, I've seen a lot of just random comments from people on Twitter and out on YouTube saying, oh, there's a rumor floating around that there's going to be a Battlefront reveal soon, or there's a rumor that they're going to reveal a new Star Wars game soon. And as of right now, I don't really see any credible source for this. I'm not sure where some of you have gotten that from, and I just want to clarify that as far as I know, there is no official source, and there's also no, credible insider that has said anything about a Star Wars reveal soon. What we know right now is that we're still waiting for a LEGO Star Wars announcement in regards to when that game is going to come out, for Star Wars Hunters to also be revealed properly sometime this year and released as well. And of course a potential Fallen Order 2 reveal over at EA Play Live in July, but that's purely speculation and still isn't based on any source or anything like that. However, one thing I did see is that according to Jeff Grubb, he actually said that EA will reportedly announce an established IP revival next month at EA Play, the event on July 22nd. And I saw some people reading into this that maybe it's a revival of Battlefront as an IP. I don't think this is what he's referring to, and a lot of people are saying that this is probably a new Dead Space game being made by Motive Studios. So that's what like 99% of the indicators point towards, so I don't think that has anything to do with Star Wars. And if I'm not entirely mistaken, I do recall Motive saying something about working not with Star Wars. I can't really pinpoint when that was and where, but I'm pretty sure they said that after Squadrons they were not just going to start working on another Star Wars game, so it wouldn't make sense if it was a revival of Battlefront 3 or whatever. So I just wanted to bring that up and basically catch you up to date with it. And as always, if you guys do have a rumor, a source, a hint, whatever it is, feel free to leave a comment below, send me an email or just tweet at me, and I will take a look at it and see if I think it's reliable or not. So what about this job listing then? Well, this was posted out on Reddit saying DICE is working on a new title according to a recent LinkedIn post. So I went over to this post, and it is for a role over at DICE called Studio Audio Director. And if you actually read through the text, it doesn't say anything about a new project, but it's very generic, like we need a new audio director that oversees the daily operation of the studio's audio department and the long-term well-being of the audio team. Responsibilities is mandate and provide a unified and transparent studio-focused strategy, direction and roadmap across the whole DICE audio department. So I read through this and I was like, why do people think this means there's a new game in the works? But the guy who actually made this post then reached out to me when I tweeted about this and said that this was not the original text, but after he made the Reddit post, he actually edited the initial post. So he took some screenshots just to be safe from that original post. And in that text, it sounds way more like they are working on a brand new project. I'm gonna get to what that could potentially mean in a second, but just to give you a few examples. It instead says, the multi-award winning DICE sound team is looking for an inspirational audio director who can set a vision and lead a team on high-profile, action-packed titles for the PlayStation, Xbox and PC platforms. You will be responsible for the overall sound of the project, so they more specifically mention a project. You will oversee both the creative and technical consistency of the title and be part of the core directors group for the given project and have some influence on the overall development of the title. And for responsibilities, it says setting and then delivering on the audio direction for the title, develops the style and tone together with other directors, and then works with the audio team to develop the audio vision for the project before communicating it wider. And that's just a few examples. As you can hear, that's definitely not referring to Battlefield 2042. Not the way it's written here at least, because that's a project that's already a few months away from release, so you're not gonna take in a new audio director to like set the tone for the entire project if the game is almost finished already, if that makes sense. And in that case, they could just also say Battlefield 2042, because that's been revealed for quite a while now. So what does this actually mean? Honestly, I think 90% chance is that they just copy-pasted an old audio director role on LinkedIn and used it again. I haven't been able to find any old ones to verify this, but it could just be that they maybe were searching for a new person of this role a year ago, before they revealed Battlefield 2042, or probably even earlier, since they're talking about setting the tone for the entire project, so maybe 2 years ago. And now they need to replace that current audio director with a new one, so they just copy-pasted that old LinkedIn post, and that's why it sounds like there's a new secret project and you're gonna set the tone for the entire thing. Really clumsy if that is the case, because that means that the responsibilities doesn't even match up. You're not gonna set the tone for the entire project if the project is almost done already. So either that, or they are actually working on a brand new project and they didn't think people were gonna catch this and actually be like, are they working on something new? Because realistically, they will probably work on something new after Battlefield 2042. Once they've shipped that game in October and probably put maybe half the team on live service, what's the rest of the people gonna do? Not just roll their thumbs, probably start working on a new game. Whether that's Battlefront 3 or something completely else that we have no idea about, impossible to guess. But I still thought this was interesting, as it means either they were really clumsy copy-pasting that and they just made a mistake, or they are just trying to hide that they're working on a new project and they thought people wouldn't be looking into this LinkedIn post. Both of these things have happened in the past. There has been mistakes, such as the one that Motive did. I think they kind of hinted towards working on a new project, and then they just went out afterwards and said, oh, sorry, we copy-pasted an old job listing, and that's our mistake. We are only working on Star Wars Squadrons right now. Or they could just have not been very careful with what they said here, and they might potentially be working on a new project and they are hiring new people to work on that. At least that's what I hope for, but realistically, it could just be a mistake of basically copy-pasting an old job listing. I think that's the more likely thing to do, but just think about it. I don't see why they would not be working on a new game after Battlefield 2042 is out, and it's only about 4 months now until release, so they probably want to start planning at least to what the next project is going to be and what new people they need to hire for it. So in short, I wouldn't read too much into this. I would not see this as a confirmation that they are working on a new project at all, but I wanted to discuss it nevertheless because it has popped up in the community and I thought it was interesting. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, what you realistically think this could mean. And the fact that they will probably work on a new project after Battlefield, well, that's more just common sense, I think I would call it, other than basing it off a LinkedIn post, because DICE have always worked on multiple projects at once, and this is like the first time I know that they've actually just worked on one project, Battlefield 2042. So once that one is done, I would be very surprised if they don't have at least one new game that they're working on simultaneously as they support Battlefield 2042. I at least don't think the entire DICE studio is going to be put on just live service for Battlefield 2042. I could be wrong there, and they might be changing the way they work, but that's just my guess. But that's really all for this video, so if you enjoyed this one, please let me know in the comments below, as I always appreciate and read your feedback. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.